If you knew that your YouTube channel would take off after you posted 20 more times, would you give up today? You knew that tomorrow you'd get the biggest deal of your life into your inbox. How would you be acting? You have to live that way because most people are not an overnight success. The gap that you're in right now is when most people give up. And this is actually the time to get excited because if you keep going, your success is inevitable. No idea how many people silently support you. And I know it's so easy to get caught up in that no one supports me because when you're trying to grow and change, the truth is a lot of people really don't. The people that you expected to, they don't. So I want to share a story because it really opened my eyes. So I actually saw somebody yesterday and they said they were going through a hard time. They were caretaking and they couldn't sleep at night. So the night before, ironically, before I saw them, they scrolled and they said that they watched every single Instagram reel that I posted. I have 500 posts. It's crazy because I would have never even known that they were even active on social media because they don't normally interact with any of my stuff. But it just goes to show, even if people aren't saying things, they are probably still enjoying whatever you're putting out there. I know it's so easy to want to give up when you're not seeing that constant and immediate validation, but it really could happen that quickly. You never know when is the night before your career takes off, the night before you meet your soulmate, whatever. Things really work out and we don't always predict it. So how would you live right now if you knew it was coming tomorrow? And this is also kind of funny, in terms of dating too. I had heard someone say to me something like if you knew that you were going to meet your husband in a year, what would you be doing for the next year? You would probably be living a lot differently than if you were coming from a place of lack. Trust me, people are watching, whether they're saying it or not. You're making an impact and you're also helping yourself while you keep going, because what else are you going to do? Give up? I mean, when you have goals, they don't just go away. They will keep finding you. They will basically haunt you until you step into it. So giving up is really not an option. And if you stick with things, it's inevitable that you will be successful. Of course, there's times when we might need to pivot what we're doing. I have been doing stuff on social media on and off for over a decade, and I've pivoted a lot, but all of this could really be part of your journey and what you're meant to help others with. There are so many success stories, you think of Sabrina Carpenter and all these people that you really never heard of until one day you did. And it's a lot of the times those people that waited so long to take off that end up having the opposite. They might go from literally no support to being the next biggest thing. And it also helps you learn how to support yourself in the meantime. And it also makes you care less about what you're posting because you're not really looking for that validation anymore, and you're able to really step into who you actually are. This girl, Erin, and she was talking about how she made, she does finance stuff, but she was talking about how she made an account and she committed to doing, I think it was 30 days or 90 days, 3 times a day, and she took off pretty quickly. And then her one friend was asking her for advice because she had been posting for over a year and she was getting literally no traction. And one day, one of her videos took off and now she has surpassed that girl, Erin. So I know it can also be discouraging when you've been working at things for a long time and other people are coming in and they're just taking off, but you also don't know the whole story. You don't know if they've been doing different things for a decade to see what works out. You don't know, and you really can't compare. And it will not take away from your time, and it will happen in divine timing. You just have to keep going and keep believing in that. There's so many stories of people that didn't even get successful until later on in their life, and now we know them so well. So it's not always about how quick, it's about being aligned, right? I was manifesting a ton of things I wanted, but they really, when I looked back, like it really wasn't fulfilling for me. And now it might seem, because society teaches us to want more, 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 it might seem like that is what you should want. But a lot of times when you step back and really hone in with yourself, it's not always exactly what you want. So focusing on alignment and staying true to yourself is a lot better than speed, because you can go nowhere fast. I'm actually going to insert like a little picture of some examples of people that you probably will know the minute you see them or hear their name, and how late in life they even took off. So it's also never too late. Whatever you're doing and going through, it's literally all a part of your path to get to where you're supposed to be. You just have to believe in yourself, stay true to yourself, and know that you will eventually get there. There's no other way. We're not going to quit. If we have to pivot a little, fine. You know best. And keep doing what you're doing, because we really need you and what you have to offer.